So by now, you're probably wondering, why are there so many people out there trying to apply for cards and get as many Alaska Airline miles as possible? And while Alaska Airline miles are one of the most valuable airline currencies that you can have right now, from flying to Hawaii for as low as 10,000 points per ticket one way, to flying business class on AA to London Heathrow for only 45,000 points per ticket, to even coming home or going to Japan for as little as 60,000 to 75,000 points per ticket in business class on Japan Airlines, making it honestly one of the most flexible and most powerful currencies that you can have in your arsenal today to book all of your flights. The biggest issue is, though, it's extremely hard to accumulate Alaska Airlines miles. To which the only way is to really get these miles is to either apply for Alaska Airlines credit card, transferring all of your built points over to Alaska, or even at the worst ratio, Marriott points. That's right, you could transfer your Marriott points at a 3-to-1 ratio to Alaska. But what if I told you that there is a sneaky way to get a large sum of Alaska Airlines miles very, very quickly, but only for a limited time? That's right, if you're unaware, Alaska Airlines literally acquired Hawaiian Airlines, which allowed one special thing to happen. And it's the main reason you saw me apply for not only just the personal Hawaiian Airlines credit card, but also the business version of the Hawaiian Airlines credit card as well. And why that's important is you can see right now with this partnership is for a limited time, as people say, you can now transfer from back and forth your Hawaiian Airlines miles over to your Alaska Airlines miles, and you can book those flights that we talked about earlier. And so that's pretty much why you saw me about 5 months ago when I learned about this from Matt Welter, is to apply for not only the Hawaiian Airlines personal card, but also the Hawaiian Airlines business card. To which I was able to get this card, get the welcome offer of 70,000 Hawaiian Airlines miles, and transfer it over to Alaska. That literally just funded my entire trip to London in the not so distant future. And so I want to show you all the different ways that you can accumulate a large sum of Hawaiian Airlines miles, and also share a way that you will literally have never heard before in your entire life, because it's something I stumbled across just a few weeks ago and I wanted to bring it up today. So firstly, like I said, this is why I applied for both of these different credit cards. Currently, you can still apply for the Hawaiian Airlines credit card right here, and they actually have a bonus here of spending $2,000 in the first 90 days, and they'll give you 60,000 Hawaiian miles, which then, yes, can be converted directly to Alaska miles. And that alone can almost get you one full business class ticket one way on Japan Airlines, which is massive. And so if you want a little bit of a trick for this, is you just type in "get my Hawaiian card." Make sure that the URL says this right here, getmyhawaiiancard.com. You click on this and you actually can get a better offer. 60,000 miles, and instead of $2,000, now you only have to spend $1,000. You're welcome. I saved you 50%. The only thing you have to do is just go to promo code up here, type in 000150, and then hit apply now. Wham bam, and you can apply for this card with the better offer. On top of that, you could also apply, like I did, for the Hawaiian Airlines business card, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna apply because I ended up not getting approved, and I didn't want to go through the whole approval measures, so I ended up just not ever doing it. I think I'm gonna reapply because this value you can get of Alaska miles is just way too powerful. On top of that, the easiest way to really accumulate the largest sum of Alaska Airline miles is actually through American Express credit cards. Much like the Amex Platinum card here, where you can get a bonus. It says 80K here, but you can get 175 if you keep clicking around. American Express Gold, where there's 100K offers out there. Those points, since Hawaiian Airlines is a transfer partner for American Express, can be converted 1-to-1. So you could take all of your Amex points that you earn, transfer it over to Hawaiian, and then once again, transfer all of your Hawaiian over to Alaska. And forget it. I mean, if you get 150,000, that's 2 one-way tickets for you and a spouse, or just there and back if you're a solo traveler on Japan Airlines. I have to keep talking about it because this is my goal right now. I want to hit it. I want to fly it. But there was actually a hidden way that I stumbled across a few weeks ago when I made a call in to make a change on my Hawaiian Airlines credit card. I had to merge my accounts, but right after they were able to resolve my issue, they said, "Hey, wait a second. Let me transfer you over to our partner, Hilton Grand Vacations." For those of you who've been watching for a little bit, you know I'm a fiend for Hilton Grand Vacations. As you can see, I've done a lot of live streams on it. I've done a lot of videos showcasing the power of Hilton Grand Vacations and how to accumulate a large sum of Hilton Honors points. But what if I told you that this call that I was transferred to was for that very same Hilton Grand Vacations, the timeshare packages where they try to sell you on a timeshare, and when you say no, they say, "Okay, leave," and you get a large sum of Hilton Honors points? Well, in this case, since I was transferred from Hawaiian Airlines, they have that partnership, and they actually offered me Hawaiian Airlines miles to do the timeshare. And I had no idea that this existed before getting transferred on this call just a few weeks ago. And so after hearing their pitch, I realized that they were offering like a decent offer for how valuable those miles could actually be. Because again, everything that you earn in Hawaiian miles for the limited time can be transferred over to Alaska. And for those who aren't aware, essentially Hilton Grand Vacations tries to sell you timeshares. They give you a really discounted stay of like $150 for 4 days and 3 nights at whatever destination that you're interested in or wherever they have those packages. You'll pay that fee up front. You'll go on your vacation. The second day that you're actually there, they'll try to sell you on a timeshare via a 90-minute presentation. All you have to do is say no, no, no. And by the end of it, once you go through all of the different agents trying to sell you on something, they will say, okay, sign in, and then you can get your points. This was a low promo. They actually offered me, it was like $150 for like an Orlando stay or Vegas, I forget which. And they actually mentioned that you would actually earn 15,000 Hawaiian Airlines miles for attending that package. And again, depending on how you're viewing it, if you're just trying to fly economy over to Hawaii, you can get as low as 10,000 points per ticket one way. And so those 15,000 miles accumulated with all of these other methods can actually be somewhat considerable. And so I remember I did this call yesterday. So this morning I actually looked it up to see if anyone else has ever heard of this. And sure enough, there was a Reddit thread on it only 4 months ago. So this guy said, Hilton timeshare presentation offer, is it a good deal? He called Hawaiian Airlines today, like I did, for an unrelated matter, like I did, and he was offered 500 points to listen to the offer. He was not expecting to take an offer, but was given a deal for $200 cash for 4 days, 3 nights at a few locations. Like I said, Orlando, there's Vegas, there's, Charleston, South Carolina, there's many different places. But they offered him 20,000 Hawaiian Airlines miles plus 15,000 Hilton Honors points. That was a better deal than I got. Given the current Hawaiian Alaska transfers, exactly as I'm talking about in this video, I value the Hawaiian miles at 1 cent per point, which would easily recoup my $200 investment. So essentially, you think of it as if you value it only at 1 cent per point, which honestly, I think it's way higher, you're essentially paying $200 for a vacation and 20,000 Hawaiian miles and actually 15,000 Hilton points, which I think is definitely worth it as long as you're somebody that can say no. As this guy mentioned right here, if you could sit through the 3 hours without going crazy, it's only really an hour and a half for the most part. It's only really 90 minutes for Hilton timeshares, and ultimately telling them no, then yes, go for it. And so I did not take that package because I already have one giving me like 100,000 Hilton Honors points right now, and you can't hold two packages at the same time. If you're somebody that's trying to accumulate a lot of Hawaiian Airlines miles for more Alaska, and this happens to fit within your travels, I think it's an interesting way to accumulate at least as high as I've seen now is 20,000. I wouldn't be surprised if you can go higher, but at least 20,000 Hawaiian Airlines miles and an extra vacation on top of it for a very cheap price, like $150 they quoted me. And so I tried to find anything on this online, and I realized on literally Hawaiian Airlines website, you could see a few different things like hotel specials, Hilton Grand Vacations, set up your next getaway, 15,000 miles after your next trip. This is exactly what I was offered right here, $150, and it looks like it ended March 21st for this one. I did say a few weeks ago. I guess it was 2 months ago. So bear with me on timelines, but it looks like this is offered every now and again. And so again, all you really have to do is call into Hawaiian Airlines, have some sort of a thing that you can get resolved. Honestly, you can pretty much make it up. And usually, and I do this with Hilton all the time, they'll say, hey, for 500 miles or 500 points, can we transfer you over to Hilton Grand Vacations, our partner? You say yes, and then you could hear out their offer. If you don't want it, you say no. If it's a good offer like these ones or that guy on the Reddit had, yeah, maybe you can go for it for a few extra miles. But I also saw on top of that, there's also other deals like staying at certain hotels within their partner network, and they actually you can earn 500 miles per day. So that, that can rack up depending on which stays you're actually going to be doing. I definitely wouldn't go out of my way for that, but there's a lot of little benefits like that. Even car rentals here. You can get 1,000 miles on rentals, 3 to 4 days, 1,500 on rentals of 5 days or more at participating Avis and budget locations in the United States. So while there's a few really powerful direct ways like getting American Express credit cards or applying for Hawaiian Airlines credit cards for hundreds of thousands of points to filter over to Alaska before this closes, there's also a few other ways that are kind of smaller, like the car rentals, the hotels, and the Hilton Grand Vacations, that you can amass a large sum of points if you're doing everything in unison. So which again, for a very low amount of points, you can fly you to so many different destinations all around the world. And of course, you can't forget literally the easiest way to accumulate more and more Alaska miles, which I'm going to be doing very, very soon, is applying for directly only Alaska Airlines credit cards. So you can do the personal card right here. It's 60,000 bonus miles after I believe just $3,000 in purchases. And then even the Alaska Airlines business credit card for around $4,000 in purchases, and you can get 60,000 miles. So literally for just those two alone, you'll get 120,000 miles, which again could book 2 tickets business class on Lufthansa, American Airlines, British Airways, and even in some cases, look at this, you can go from JFK to London Heathrow for 67,500 points per person, with 4 seats left in first class on American Airlines. I mean, that's a powerful currency, and you only have to pay $18 in taxes. I mean, that's absolutely insane.
And for those of you who are going to the Puerto Rico meetup, you can see right here, you could do Charlotte to San Juan for 12.5K miles, refundable Maine each way, or even 25K in business, but you know, 12K, it's hard to beat that. So just a lot of different ways to use these miles, even for some cheap short flights. It can be very, very powerful, I think.
And so for the time being, where it's like I'm not eligible to really get the welcome offer on the Amex Business Gold, and I've already gotten all of my welcome offers on my standard American Express credit cards, I have to go towards different methods to try to apply for different credit cards to be able to accumulate these powerful miles to get all of the flights done that I want to in the next year. So let me know down below if you're interested in doing the exact same thing. Any other tricks to get more miles down below, please let me know. And if you want to see all of the different reasons why I got the Hawaiian Airlines credit card, the actual Watch Me Apply, you can click on it right here. And if you want to see more information on Hilton Grand Vacations timeshares, you can click on this right here. So I hope this helps. Thank you guys for being here all the way to the end. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Take care.